district runs up to Indiantown.
Really?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. Yeah, I have a luncheon this rainbow.
Are we on? No. There we go. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
I mean, I go every year. I signed up.
I understand.
Good.
Could everyone take their seats, please, and my legislators up to the stage, please? Thank you.
Good morning. I believe we have a quorum, so let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to the Palm Beach County Delegation meeting. I am delighted to have you all here this morning, and I would like to officially call this meeting to order. And let's go ahead and start we have a flag, with our Pledge of Allegiance. If you would please stand. I pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You're singing that.
And let's please go ahead and determine that we have a quorum. So if we would please call the roll.
Senator Berman.
Here.
Senator Bernard.
Here.
Senator Harrell.
Here.
Senator Polsky. Representative Caruso.
Here.
Representative Casello.
Here.
Representative Edmonds.
Here.
Representative Gerwig, excused. Representative Gossett-Seidman. Representative Skidmore.
Here.
Representative Snyder. Representative Tendridge, excused, and Representative Weinberger, excused. They had to be in Tallahassee. Madam Chair, we have a quorum.
Thank you very much, and I'm delighted to be here, and I wanted to welcome everybody to this meeting of the delegation. This is the first meeting of the year, and as you know, we just came through an election cycle so that we do have new members, but unfortunately, our 3 new House members are not here. They are at a training that they are having in Tallahassee, so unfortunately, they will not be here today, but at our next meeting, we will certainly welcome them. And that is Deborah Tendridge, Ann Gerwig, and Meg Weinberger will be joining us at our next meeting, but we do have a new senator. And of course, you know him very well. He's a previous commissioner, and we're delighted to have you here, Mac Bernard, Senator Mac Bernard. Welcome. And of course, we do have Vice Mayor Maria Marino. Thank you, from Palm Beach County Commission, for being here. And, of course, we're so delighted to be here at the L Center. This is one of my favorite. Oh, we do have another commissioner here as well. Please welcome. We are delighted to have you. And we do have Marlene Sotelo, the Executive Director, L Center for Autism.
Good morning. We are honored to host the Palm Beach County Legislative Delegation for the 2nd year. Thank you for bringing awareness to Els for Autism and for your ongoing support of our programs and services by joining us here today. Your ongoing support has directly impacted countless individuals with autism of all ages and their families by shining a light on what they are able to do and what they share with the world. It is through collaborative partnerships, such as those with the delegation, that we continue to transform the lives of people with autism and those that care for them. What does it mean to dream, to have hope, to believe in endless possibilities? Ernie Els and his wife, Liesel, who is here today with us, they had big dreams, and they made their dreams come true with the Els Center of Excellence. Their hope that every person with autism would have the opportunity to be the best they could be has come to life on this campus. And with your continued support, together, we will continue to create limitless possibilities for people with autism across Florida and across our nation. Senator Harrell and Representative John Snyder have been a great support for us. their leadership and determination in sponsoring our state appropriation request to build a specialized autism-friendly recreation complex is deeply appreciated. The Aquatic Center and purpose-built gymnasium will have highly qualified staff implementing evidence-based programs. Not only will this one-of-a-kind complex make a difference in the lives of Palm Beach County residents, but it will also have a trickle effect on individuals with autism throughout the state of Florida and across the nation. You see, our team continues to develop specialized programs and curricula that can be disseminated and replicated by others currently working with people with autism. We are currently working on our aquatics program that will teach safety skills and swimming lessons to individuals with autism, being that drowning is the #1 cause of death for people with autism under the age of 6. Our staff, clients, students, and families have enjoyed having all of you on our campus during your visits, including Vice Mayor Marina Marino. Your visits have left an impact on us all. Thank you to the entire delegation for continuing to spread awareness, acceptance, and appreciation of people with autism. And now I'd like to play a special video that we prepared for you today.
We've come a long way with help from the governor, from the Florida government.
Thank you, Senator Harrell. Thank you, Representative Schneider.
My son with autism is attracted to water. He wants to be in the water, he wants to participate in the water, but is not aware of the depth of water, is not aware of currents, is not aware of safety precautions to take in the water. So there's always has to be supervision. So the opportunity to have some guides for them to practice self-safety could mean the difference between, a tragic issue and just them being able to participate actively with everybody else in a safe manner.
Action. And I think the governor with this appropriation is proving that Florida is ready to do action. And we've steadily turned into the best state in the country for those with disabilities, and specifically for us, for those on the autism spectrum. So we just want to really thank everybody for their support and their continued support. We have a long way to go, but with your support, I know we can get there. Thank you.
I love recreation and else for autism.
Thank you so much to all of you. You bring great joy to us for all that you have done to help support us. We welcome everyone that's here today to stop by the Sea of Possibilities that's in the lobby. All of the products that were made there were made by adults with autism. And also our Big Easy Cafe is open for lunch, and we employ people with autism there and teach them vocational skills. So join us this afternoon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And Commissioner Marino, you are recognized now. We're delighted you're here. And also, of course, Commissioner Baxter. Where did she go?
Commissioner Baxter was here.
was going to. Okay.
Okay.
Marlene, I did my shopping for Christmas. Liesl, thank you. Good morning. I'm Maria Marino, Vice Mayor of the county. You are in District 1. Thank you for being at the L Center for Autism. Last time I was here, the governor was promising $1 million check to an agency that is so wonderful to our community. We're lucky to have the L Center here. We're lucky to have the L Center along with the over 6,000 other nonprofits that are in our county. But I just wanted to welcome you all today. Mac, as a previous elected local official, remember what home rule is. That's very important for all of us. We do cherish our partnerships with you all, and many of us went to Dallas with the Economic Council this year, and you will hear a unified voice from the business community when they come up, and we look forward to seeing you at Palm Beach County Day. I know that there'll be many of us up there advocating for our county, for our individual municipalities, for our individual nonprofits. Know that they all appreciate everything that you do. And again, just thank you for being here, being in District 1, and we look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that. And now we will move on to our delegation business. And the first order of business, of course, is to have everyone introduce themselves and give us the district that you're from and kind of the area that you represent. So let me see. We will start right down here with Representative Caruso. No.
No.
Who's there? I didn't see you down there.
We look alike
You're
sometimes.
hiding. Okay, you're recognized.
Brothers, twins.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Gervonta Edmonds, and I'm proud to serve District 88. District 88 covers Riviera Beach, Lake Park, Mangonia Park, West Palm Beach, and Royal Palm Beach, and I'm just honored to be here. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm State Representative Mike Caruso, representing District 87. Which runs from Manalapan all the way up to Jupiter. I think I have my legislative aide, Walter Boykus, here. Stand up, Walter. He's the one who gets everything done for me. I'm just the face behind it all. But thanks. So excited to be here and get this started again this year.
Good morning. My name is Mac Bernard, representing Senate District 24. My district starts covering Palm Beach Gardens and all the way down to Hypoluxo and unincorporated Palm Beach County. It's a pleasure to be here, and just want to say, like I was reading the paper this morning in regards to seeing that we've experienced 5 drowning deaths in Palm Beach County, and seeing the work that's being done here. We have to continue to address these drowning deaths, not just pretty much throughout the whole county. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much. And I'm State Senator Gail Harrell. I represent District 31, which goes from St. Lucie County, Crosstown Parkway, all the way south down through, including Martin County, all of that, and into Palm Beach County, including the northern section and western section of Palm Beach County, down to Palm Beach PGA Boulevard, and we kind of stair-step down. So it goes to Palm Beach PGA, over to, to Military Trail, south on Military Trail to North Lake, then west on North Lake, over to the Turnpike, and then south all the way down to Southern. So a good chunk of northern Palm Beach County, and also the wonderful city of Pahokee. And I'm delighted to represent such a marvelous area.
Good morning. I'm State Representative Joe Casello, District 90. The district encompasses all of Boynton Beach, Delray Beach, down to Boca, out to the sea. I don't represent any fishes, but just a side note, we had an opportunity years back to have the L Center. There was talk about putting it in Boynton Beach. I can tell you is opportunity missed. I'm happy for District 1 up here and all the great work the center does. Would have been shining star for a city, Boynton Beach. But thank you for everything the L Center does, and thank you for having us.
And you know, I forgot to ask people to introduce their staff. I know some did and some didn't. So if you would go ahead and introduce your staff, and then we'll go back and let everybody else do
My
that.
staff is here, Brian Bees, my district aide, and Christy Friendly. She's brand new in the office, my Tallahassee aide.
And I will go ahead and introduce mine is Carrie Lira right here. She does all my financial budget requests. And then also policy is Karen Sweeney. And Ann Baldock is not here, but she's holding down the office, and she does all constituent services. So, Mac, I don't think you'd introduced yours.
Well, I don't have any to introduce because I don't have any staff yet. But they will be starting on Tuesday, but it's still being flushed out. Thanks, madam.
Right. So, yes.
Thank you. And here with me is my legislative assistant, Graham Wise, in the back. He does all things.
Thank you. All righty.
Does all things.
Does all things. Okay. Senator Berman.
Good morning. I'm Senator Lori Berman. I represent District 26. In terms of staff today, I have Sofia Cabej and Troy Grass here with me. And then I have all my former staffers who are making up a majority of the audience here today. District 26 starts in Boca Raton at Glades Road, heads north. It includes Delray Beach, Boynton Beach, and then it jogs out to the west and takes in a lot of unincorporated area. It goes up to southern, but I do have the city of Wellington, goes up to Southern Boulevard, and then goes all the way west, and I have Belglade and the city of South Bay. So happy to be here. I was not on the ballot. There were rumors of my death. They were greatly exaggerated. I still have 2 more years to go. So I am here with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. And Representative
Good morning.
Skidmore. Good morning.
I'm Kelly Skidmore. I represent District 92. It is unincorporated parts of Palm Beach County in Boca Raton, Delray Beach, and Boynton Beach. Here today is my legislative aide, Dr. Gwen Gonzalez. We go way back. We were aides together back in the day. So we have one of the best offices around, and I couldn't do anything without her. So happy to have her.
Thank you, and I appreciate you all so much. As a delegation, we work very much together. We also have, we do have staff from Representative Snyder's office. We have Sarah Craven, there she is, right there. And from Senator Polsky's office, we have Savannah Marshall.
And Shayna.
There you are.
And Shayna.
I didn't see Shayna.
Yeah.
Oh, she's in the back. Shayna Cohen.
Oh, Shayna Cohen, yes. Hi, good morning. And
Baxter's back.
oh, and Sarah Baxter. There she is. You disappeared. Thank you, Commissioner, for being here. We appreciate you greatly for being with us today. And the first order of business, of course, is the election of our new chair and vice chair. And at this point, the floor is open for nominations of chair.
Senator.
Representative Caruso, you're recognized.
Thank you, Chair. I'd like to introduce a guy that I've worked with for the last 6 years for chair. He's one of the hardest workers in the Florida House. He works with both sides of both parties and works well. I think he's a great liaison for this delegation. I'd like to nominate Joe Casello for chair of the Palm Beach County delegation.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, we have a second. Are there any further nominations? Seeing no further nominations, nominations are closed. All those in favor of Representative Casello, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All righty, we have a new chair, and I will turn this over. And I just, before I leave, before I actually hand it over, I do want to say I have worked very closely with Representative Casella. We have sponsored bills together, and I am sure he will be a wonderful leader for our delegation. And I want to congratulate you personally. Thank you for being willing to serve. And I'm glad it's you now.
Thank you, Senator. There's so many words to describe your leadership, both here in Tallahassee. We run bills, bipartisan bills together in Tallahassee. That always doesn't happen. But through the senator's leadership and open-mindedness, we accomplished a lot. My friend, Mike Ferruso, thank you for the nomination. Mike and I go back, and we're not only state reps, we're friends, and that plays a big part in our choices. I just like to say there's this panel, or let's just delegation, is home rule driven. We work across party lines in Tallahassee to do what's best for Palm Beach County. No matter Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter. What is good for Palm Beach County, we vote on it as a unit. So it's a refreshing way to have be in politics. I wish we could do this on all bills, but it doesn't happen. Yeah. But for locally, we will continue working hard for the Palm Beach County, this delegation, nonpartisan and home rule driven. Thank you.
Your next order of business, we have to elect the vice chair.
Well, I'm going to open the floor up. We got to elect a vice chair. There's anybody want to put somebody's name?
Thank you very much. I would like to nominate Representative John Snyder to serve as vice chair of the delegation.
I'll second that.
Okay.
Well, we'll call for a roll call now. Vote. All in favor? John Snyder, vice chair.
Aye.
Aye.
So passed. Painless. Senator Harrell, would you like to say a few parting words?
Thank you. I would love to. Thank you. Well, first of all, I want to say what a delight it is to serve as chair this last year of this delegation. As you said, Mr. Chair, now, we work together. We work together for the best interest of Palm Beach County. And whether we're Republicans or Democrats, and as you may know, we rotate Democrat, Republican as a chair and vice chair in order to have that bipartisan effort that we make really as a delegation to represent all of Palm Beach County. And it's a very diverse county. As you know, and most people don't realize, Palm Beach County is one of the largest counties in the country. And actually, it is larger than the state of Rhode Island and has more population than the state of Rhode Island. So we could be a whole state if we really were an independent entity. But as a delegation for this county, we work together. And I know that you will continue that leadership and continue that effort. And we are here to listen to you, and that's why we do all these delegation meetings, and listen to the concerns of various entities, whether it is our local governments or whether it is nonprofits who are really representing their constituency and bring their needs to us. And we listen, and that's what this delegation does so well. So it's been an honor to serve as the chair, and I so look forward to your leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. I can say, here a round of applause, yeah. It's been a pleasure, like I said earlier, both here in Tallahassee. We don't always get that with everybody up there, but with you, you bridged the parties together, and it's a nice feeling at being an elected official. We can do that. The delegation has a little appreciation of our token of appreciation for all you have done for the Palm Beach County. in Tallahassee and here. And we'd like to present you this nice plaque.
Thank you.
I want to photobomb it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bob.
I'm new at this, so bear with me. Members, are there edits, additions, or deletions that need to be made to the September 13th, 2023, October 23, 2023, October 27, 2023, November 1st, 2023, and November 30th, 2023, Palm Beach County Legislative Delegation meeting minutes? Seeing none, all in favor of approving the aforementioned legislative delegation minutes, say aye.
Yes.
Yay.
Aye. Opposed? So approved.
Thank you.
If there is anyone wishing to address the delegation during the public comment section of today's agenda, if time allows, please fill out the blue request form and provide it to Karina Ingram, delegation aide. Ask her to stand. Katrina? Correct. I'll get it right before the end of the day. All right.
The public comment forms are on the table out in the lobby.
All right. Local bills. The local bill hearing will be held on Wednesday, January 8th, 2025 at the Kaiser University Flagship Campus Student Life Center, 2600 North Military Trail, West Palm Beach, Florida. The deadline for submittal to the delegation office for all local bills is Monday, December 9th, 2024 at noon. If you have any local bill questions, please contact Victoria Nolan at the delegation office. Today's meeting is being live streamed on the Legislative Delegation Facebook page, and replays of today's meeting will be shown on PBS TV, which is available on Comcast Channel 20, AT&T Channel 99, and streamed 24/7 on the county's website, pbcgov.com. Members, do you have any announcements would you like to share? Seeing none, we'll get right into the presenters.
Mr. Chair, just real quick, since Commissioner Baxter was out when we were going to recognize her, if we can have her make a presentation to introduce herself.
Sure.
And that way we can hear from her.
Thank you. Commissioner Baxter?
Good morning, everyone. Mr. New Senator, are you picking on me a little bit here? So I just wanted to say hi, welcome. Great to be back. Great to see everyone again. Hope you enjoyed your summer. Looking forward to getting things done. I don't know about a presentation, but I would say there are several things that are coming up in my district that you will probably be hearing about again that everyone heard a lot about, and that was County Road 880 last year. So thank you, Representative Crusoe. Thank you, Senator Harrell, and your help with that. And I look forward to making some even more larger progress on that, better progress, I should say, this coming session. And just, again, great to see everyone. Thank you.
Well, first, yes, round of applause. Thank you, Commissioner Baxter. First presenter will be Catherine Murphy, NAMI, Palm Beach County.
Good morning.
Constitutional officers. We do constitutional officers first.
Yes, I skipped. Sorry.
Come on, Vicki.
Sorry
Come
about
on.
Carrie Howard, Daniel Eisinger, and Dorothy Jackson.
Bear with me, we're new at this.
There's your agenda. Carrie Howard and Daniel Eisinger.
Oh, constitutional offices. Carrie Howard. Carrie, come say goodbye.
Good morning. I'm Carrie Howitt. Have been the public defender for Palm Beach County for 24 years, and I am completing my term. So I did want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your service in Tallahassee. I think I have worked with all of you over the years on a variety of issues, whether it's substantive, criminal law issues, or our budget issues. And our delegation has always been very helpful and very supportive, and I'm so appreciative of that. I would also, of course, introduce my successor, Dan Eisinger, who I think most of you know. He has been the chief assistant in my office. It is going to be a very smooth transition, and I know he looks forward to working with you as well. I also would like to introduce Jennifer Loylis, who most of you know. She's often the middle person when you all want us to review legislation. Please know, I know this will continue. We are an open door to helping with any input on proposed legislation, things of that nature. And so we certainly would continue all of that. So I would like to address two things. I would be remiss if I didn't first thank you for your help on improving the salaries of our employees as we move towards trying to get them able to live in Palm Beach County. And I know those efforts will continue this year, so you will be hearing from the public defenders about what our requests are. But I very much appreciate the assistance we've gotten in the last year or two. It has helped with our hiring and our retention, and that's so important, as I'm sure you know. And then I just want to touch on, because you're going to hear, I think, from some presenters along this line, our need for services in our community to divert people from the criminal legal system. It is really, we have noticed, as I'm sure you have, the data all supports it, the increase in mental health crises in the community, which often are tied to substance abuse crises, right? Which comes first, the chicken or the egg, you never really know. But the need for services so that we can divert people out of the legal system. Our jail population has grown steadily in the last year. It is getting to higher and higher, to a potentially concerning level. Our mental health unit in the jail is absolutely overwhelmed. And these are folks who probably don't belong in a correctional institution, they belong in a mental health facility. But we have a real shortage of those services in the community, and so we are struggling with that, as well as supportive housing. Those are the keys to keeping people out of the legal system. I have said for 24 years, and I think Dan would echo this, I would love to be without a job, and I think that the more we have services and support in the community, the less people we will have in the legal system. So I ask for your support as we continue our efforts to grow diversion programs and support in the community rather than through the court system. And so with that, I wish all of you well. I have enjoyed working with all of you. I very much appreciate sort of the open door you have always offered us, and I know it will continue with Mr. Eisinger. So thank you for your service.
Senator Berman?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I just want to take a point of personal privilege to thank you for everything that you have done for all of us. I have had the opportunity to work with you for the last 14 years. And whenever there has been an issue that has come up regarding the public defender's office, I know I can always call you and your office, and you've been so helpful on giving us information. And I think that the fact that you used your last time to advocate for really important, significant policy issues talks to your character and to what you have done for our community and everything that the the positive things that have happened because you have been our public defender here in Palm Beach County, and you will be sorely missed, but I know that we have a very good new incoming public defender. So thank you all. Thank you for everything you've done. We can't even begin to express our gratitude for your job. Thank you.
Thank
Senator
you so
Harrell?
much.
Thank you very much, and I kind of want to echo exactly what Senator Berman said in thanking you for your years of service for the people of Palm Beach County, and thank you for your advocacy on behalf of the whole issue on mental health and substance abuse. And as we have a new public defender coming up, you know, I think with the dollars we have put in through the opioid settlement, I think your office and our new public defender needs to be the advocate to make sure those dollars go to preventing people from ever winding up in our correctional system, whether it's in our local jails or the state DOC. I think these dollars, and I hope you are on the county task force that will determine those dollars. I would assume you are. And I just want to remind everybody that this is a significant amount of money. We have an opportunity, and I'm so delighted that you have emphasized this. You're right on target. And I hope our new, I can't wait to meet our new public defender and likewise challenge him.
Good. Thank you very much, Senator.
Senator Bernard?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Carrie, I want to thank you for your 24 years of service as public defender. You had mentioned, you know, addressing homelessness and also mental health. I know, you know, initially when I was the county commissioner, we talked about a homeless court. How do you see us probably looking at that now in a different lens in terms of addressing mental health and also homelessness?
Thank you for that question. I have not been supportive of a special court for people experiencing homelessness. I worry we just use resources to support the court system instead of resources to provide the actual supportive housing that is needed. But we have worked, and in fact, Mr. Eisinger really took the lead on getting a court in our county court for addressing mental health issues. And with that comes obviously addressing housing needs, and that's been very helpful because it's from a wraparound services position. So we're trying to do a lot of that through what we call T2, which is our county mental health court.
Okay.
And we are absolutely supportive of that and in addressing the needs for those who are experiencing homelessness because it's a double whammy with the mental health issues.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Representative Crusoe.
Thank you, Chair. And thank you, Ms. Hallwat, for a lifetime of service here for Palm Beach County. You know, it's interesting. I had breakfast this morning with State Prosecutor Alexia Cox.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about mental health and the justice system, and you are echoing her exact conversation that I had. So you're on polar opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to justice, but you both are speaking the same language, and that's a great thing to hear. And I think it's interesting. It's,
Good.
Yeah, glad to hear it. So thank you again.
Thank you. And Mr. Eisinger is here.
Yeah, real quick, I know we all have met, but my name is Dan Eisinger, and I've been at the Public Defender's Office for over 20 years now, and I can tell you the most difficult part continues to be following her. But I'll do my very best to live up to her expectations and her legacy of wonderful service here in the county and in the state, really. But I look forward to working with all of you, and same as Carrie said, call me anytime, open door policy, open phone policy. I'd be happy to help in any which way we can to make our system in Palm Beach County the best as we can do. Thank you so much.
Daniel, just words. I met you for the first time on a campaign trail, and I was truly impressed with your presentations and your vision for the office. You got big shoes, like you said, to fill with Carrie's office and all the things, wonderful things she's done. But I know you're the guy to do it. So welcome aboard and look forward to working with you.
Thanks for those kind words.
Okay, now, Catherine Murphy.
Good morning. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, outgoing Chair, and thank you to the delegation and Ms. Nolan. And I couldn't have been set up better from the remarks from the public defender. I've really enjoyed our relationship over the years, and I'm very supportive of the mental health court. And actually, our luncheon speaker at our NAMI annual luncheon will be Judge Ginger Lerner Wren, who's a pioneer in mental health court. So we're really excited about that effort, and we have an initiative called Help Not Handcuffs. We work closely with PBSO, the Healthcare District of Palm Beach County. We help to train the CIT officers, Crisis Intervention Team. NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We are the nation's largest grassroots mental health nonprofit. We have 24 affiliates throughout Florida, so we cover most of the state. And I'm here today to ask for support for an appropriation request. I'm joining with 8 other NAMIs throughout the state, and they're listed on your form. And we're asking collectively for $1 million. We would hope that $90,000 of that would come here to Palm Beach County. We offer free peer-led support. We've been doing this for over 40 years in Palm Beach County. We serve thousands of residents every year, and that includes people living with serious mental illnesses, family caregivers, youth, and the community. We hold a lot of outreach activities, including our walk a few weeks ago, which saw over 700 attendees, which is an incredible way to help to reduce the stigma around speaking about mental health, getting support for mental health. I also co-chair the Get Your Green On Mental Health Month campaign to try to spread awareness of mental health throughout the county. So this appropriation would greatly help our Palm Beach County residents, would help us to expand our programming and our free peer-led support groups. Are there any
Catherine,
questions?
just question. Who's running the appropriations for you?
So right now we have sponsor Senator Clay Yarborough, and we are expecting Representative Kian Michael. So they've both supported it for several years now.
Great. Good too. Okay.
Any other questions?
Thanks for the
Thank
work
you.
you do.
Thank you very much.
Christine Berger, come on down.
Distinguished members of the Palm Beach Legislative Delegation, I am one of the many faces of Alzheimer's. My name is Christine Berger, and I am a caregiver for my stepdad who had Alzheimer's. I know many of you have been touched by the realities of Alzheimer's, as Florida is at the epicenter of the crisis, with the second highest number of individuals living with it in the country. In a recent Rush University study, 6 out of 67 counties in Florida were ranked in the top 100 counties in the country, including Palm Beach County, which was ranked 38th for Alzheimer's prevalence. About 580,000 Floridians are living with this disease, including about 51,600, or 13.8% in Palm Beach County alone. I am proud to advocate with the Alzheimer's Association, and with your support, we remain relentlessly optimistic as we propose our 2025 legislative priorities. First, it is imperative we educate our community about the early warning sign of Alzheimer's and the importance of brain health. That is why we are advocating for funding for a statewide public health awareness campaign that uses multiple media platforms and focuses on the underserved communities who have a higher risk of developing Alzheimer's. Only by volunteering with the Alzheimer's Association, I began to realize that cognitive issues I was having were not just from getting old. I followed up with a neurologist, and after testing was diagnosed with MCI, mild cognitive impairment, which may develop into dementia. I will pursue further testing and begin treatments as soon as it becomes necessary. Now imagine if the next 51,600 Palm Beach County residents had the education and knowledge to take the same first steps I did without waiting until it's too late to take advantage of new treatments available. Those numbers may drop considerably. Second, we must continue to increase funding for critical respite services through the Alzheimer's Disease Initiative. Over 840,000 Floridians are dementia caregivers, and over 66% of them manage their own chronic health conditions. We must support the caregivers and provide them help so they can have a break. Currently, there are over 18,000 on a wait list for services. Additional funding to eliminate the wait list is vital. So on behalf of the Alzheimer's Association and the over 500,000 Floridians living with Alzheimer's, thank you for the opportunity to be here today. We will see you in Tallahassee on March 10th and 11th for our annual advocacy days. Thank you.
Thank you. Members, any questions? Thank you.
We've received one public comment form, so I'd like to.
Bring it up.
We have more. We have more. Thank you.
Okay. Stephanie King and Jennifer Dana.
Hi, good morning. My name is Stephanie King, and I'm welcomed here with Section Manager Dana from the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Thank you for allowing me the time to speak today. I'm a communications training officer, with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. In the simplest form, my role is to teach new employees how to become 911 dispatchers and call takers. Every day, I see firsthand how challenging and intense this job can be. The demands are high, and the work itself can be overwhelming. Our training is rigorous, taking over a year to complete, and even then, every day brings new challenges. Retaining people in this role is difficult. The stress, the emotional toll, and relentless pressure to perform make it hard for many to stay. The job is not the same as it was 5, 10, or 15 years ago. The responsibility and stress placed on 911 dispatchers has grown exponentially. Advancements in technology means we're now able to see and hear traumatic incidents in real time, connecting us even more directly to the emergencies we navigate. Laws like Alyssa's laws have increased our responsibilities, requiring us to coordinate even more rapidly and effectively in critical situations like school lockdowns and active threats. This technology has turned into us being witnesses and as much as responders. This means that we are coordinating emergency response and are subject to the same traumatic impact as those in the field. In many ways, we have already been serving as first responders, experiencing and processing incidents that most people only read about in headlines. We understand that reclassifying 911 dispatchers as first responders is a complex topic with many factors to consider, and we want to approach it thoughtfully and collaboratively. To that end, we've come prepared with options we're willing to work with. First, reclassification as first responders, access to PTSD support and mental health benefits as an early retirement option, and special risk classification. Alternatively, we can be reclassed as first responders, PTSD support and mental health benefits, and early retirement, or PTSD support and mental health benefits, or being reclassified as first responders. We chose this profession to help others, to be there for people in their darkest moments. As telecommunications, we often put our own mental health on the back burner. We're here for others because we believe in the power of helping people through their worst day. But we need support too. We know many of you have a passion for mental health and public safety. Many of you have visited us at our new center and see firsthand what we do. Reclassifying us as first responders and providing the proper mental health resources would mean acknowledging that we too are impacted deeply by the situations we help others navigate. We ask for resources that would allow us to take care of our own mental health so we can continue to be there for the people who need us in Palm Beach County as well as the state. Thank you for your time.
Representative Evans.
First, I want to say thank you so much for all that you all do for our community. You stated that you can hear and see what is happening on your calls. Can you elaborate what you mean by you can see it?
So currently in the state right now, we have actually 2 dispatch centers. One is the town of Palm Beach and one is Orange County, where they can actually see live what's going on. And the person, the technology is out there and should be coming very soon to Palm Beach County, where I'll be able to get videos through similar like a text message, where I'll be able to see a live stream of what's going on.
Wow. Okay.
So that technology is coming down the pipeline. We don't have an answer as to when, but it is available in others.
Well, to be fair, the technology is already here, and it's already being workshopped and processed through our center. So it's only a matter of time, like she said, before that's just we're already having a struggle with retaining people because of the burnout and the toll it takes on people. PTSD is high in 911 dispatchers. Adding the fact that now we're going to be watching stuff happening as it happens, it's so important for us to get the mental health resources that we need, and being reclassed as first responders is really the only way to get that started.
Thank you.
You're
welcome. I would just like to say, Stephanie,
Yes.
I was a firefighter for 30 plus years.
Thank you for your service, sir.
And I know rolling out of the station 2 in the morning, the dispatchers are our eyes and ears on the ground to get us vital information, in most cases saving lives. There was some bills floating around in last year. We're going to redress them this session and see what we can do to make your job not easier, but safer.
And we just appreciate your support. And if you need anything from us, please feel free to reach out.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Next one. Bridget Ann Foreman, come on down.
Hi, I'm a little nervous.
Take a minute.
My name is Bridget Ann Foreman. I'm here to represent my son, Seamus Daniel Foreman Peterson, who was tortured and executed in the correction facility of the state of Florida. My son had 1 year, 1 day. He never did drugs until a doctor prescribed him OxyContin. A month prior to that, when he died, a doctor prescribed him 21, and 84 pills of OxyContin. I went to the sheriff's department to request for them to stop the doctors prescribing OxyContin, and they did no help at all. My son was starved for 6 days at gun club. He was put in isolation for 6 weeks at Belle Glades. He was tortured at South Florida Reception, and they told him he was going to be murdered at Calhoun Correction, where he was put next to a gentleman who was a drug cartel, who went and took him in the bathroom and smashed his head in, and they waited 7 hours before they got him medical attention. He was brain dead. We were denied any medical attention. He got MRSA, Hep C, and walking pneumonia inside the correction facility. We are a military family. We are a law enforcement family. And the person that was hired, I believe, to kill my son, Raymond Mary, is a blood cartel, got 5 years concurrent, and didn't even have to appear in court. On his website, it says attempted murder. My son struggled with anxiety and depression his whole life. He was a nonviolent offender. He was put in with serial killers. And this is what's going on in Palm Beach County. He got addicted to OxyContin. He could not get proper medical care because he was an adult. I could not help him. It was an ongoing thing. I begged and pleaded. The last words my son said to me was, "Mom, they're going to kill me." And they did. For 3.5 years, I've been trying to fight to get medical records and documentation, no cooperation from the state attorney's office, along with the sheriff's department. I was threatened by the FDLE that if I continue to investigate, I will end up dead like my son. This is what's going on in our correction facility. We are law enforcement. My son served in Iraq. His cousin served in Afghanistan. We don't understand how this is going on. We need to stop the OxyContin. The doctors are still pushing this type of drugs on people who struggle with anxiety and depression. People are being tortured and murdered inside the correction facility, and nobody's doing nothing. Our voices are silent. I wasn't even allowed a priest. I was given 20 minutes to collect my son's body. And that was it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your presentation, and our condolences. Sorry for your loss.
Today's my son's birthday. He would have been 39. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, Reverend Margaret Smart.
Good morning. I represent the Florida Action Committee. I've lived in Pahokee nearly 25 years. For those of you that know, the best place for a sex offender to go to get out of the system is not in Pahokee or in Florida. Florida is the worst state of the way you treat those that have served their time, been on probation, and even now, the state has hurt us terribly. And I say us because I am married to one of the sex offenders. When we first met and got married and traveled, we could stay 5 days out of state with family. We could stay. Then it been 3 days. And now it's 2 days. I have 2 brand new great-grandchildren born this year in South Carolina. We want to go up for Thanksgiving, but the state legislation keeps cutting it down, and we don't know why. My husband is in his 80s, as I am. Most of the people that I know are good Christian people out there, and I'm talking about the offenders, are very good Christian people and active in churches. The church that's on the property at Pelican Lake, or Restoration, I believe is what they call it now. It used to be called Matthew 25. Every time they get a new leader out there, they change the name. But Matthew 25 tells us that do it to the least of my children, you do it for me. I do not feel like the state of Florida does it to the least of their children. The repeats of the people that are out there and that I know throughout the state are the lowest of any criminal, and yet you take their voting away from them, you take their living away from them, and you take now their travel and family visits. We're going to have to leave here on Tuesday before Thanksgiving, drive part way, because neither one of us can drive that far to South Carolina where we have to go. Spend the night, and then arrive early the next morning, spend Wednesday, Thursday, and have to leave Friday afternoon because he can't spend another night with my family. This hurts. I would like to be able to hold my great-grandchildren a little bit longer. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, Mark Hoppin.
Hi, I'm Mark Hoppin, the CEO of Albert Jewish Family Service. I'm joined here today by our Chief Clinical and Impact Officer, Dr. Elaine Rotenberg. Jewish Family Service has been serving our community for 50 years now in a service area from Boynton Beach all the way up to Vero Beach. Serve about 12 to 13,000 people a year, including 200 of our Holocaust survivors. Just a couple of things I want to say to you today. One is thank you for your support over the past legislative session. We are so grateful for your support and for all that you do for not just Jewish Family Service, but for the other nonprofits in our community. I know I don't have to remind you that Palm Beach County, we send a lot of money up to Tallahassee, and that you should not be shy about bringing as much of that money back here to Palm Beach County. I also just want to thank you and recognize not just you, but Palm Beach County in general for what's happened and for your assistance after October 7th. That has been quite the cloud that has been placed over our Jewish community. We are grateful for all that took place during the past legislative session. Thank you, Representative Caruso, and for all of you that voted in favor of legislation last year. We're grateful to our Sheriff's Office and to all of the law enforcement that are here in Palm Beach County for doing all they can to help our Jewish population stay safe. And then lastly, I just want to talk about two of items that we're looking for support for in the coming year, and also a reminder of the services that we provide, among the many services we provide. One is our Community Access Lifeline. That is our main phone number, our 561-684-1991 phone number that any of your constituents can call. They get to speak to a master's level social worker who spends time with them to try to figure out whether there's a service at Alpert Jewish Family Service that can help them, or what services might be available in the community, and we'll refer them out to those services. And so that, again, is a service that is just, again, available to anybody and is made possible because of funding that we receive from Tallahassee. And then the second service is our mental health first aid program. Dr. Rotenberg was key in bringing mental health first aid to Palm Beach County about 10 years ago. With the help of funding that we get from Tallahassee, we're now training about 2,500 people a year in Palm Beach County in mental health first aid. This is life-saving training similar to first aid or CPR. Our goal in Palm Beach County is to bring this training to 1 in 15 people in Palm Beach County, so slightly over 100,000 people is our goal. Senator Harrell, you mentioned the opioid dollars as well. We're actually part of that task force and hoping to get some funding for mental health first aid through that as well. So just again, thank you, and look forward to seeing you in Tallahassee in a few months, and thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Representative Caruso.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I think, Mr. Hopen, that we're probably going to see you before a few months.
Yeah.
I know you're up there all the time. All the time. That's right. If you could just explain to the public here that, we hear the name Jewish Family Services, and I would think that initially, at first blush, one would think that it's services for Jewish families. But I know it's a lot more than that, but I'd like you to explain, make it public.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Representative Caruso. Yeah, Jewish Family Service, certainly with Jewish in our name, we serve a lot of Jewish people, and Palm Beach County is home to one of the largest and fastest growing Jewish populations here. But there are things that our agency does for Jews. There are things that our agency does because we are Jews, and we are doing outreach all of the time to the entire community, partnering with other nonprofits in our community to be able to bring our services to the entire community. Programs like our counseling program, our mentoring for kids program, our disabilities program, our oral programs that we see and talk to a lot of non-Jewish as well as Jewish families in our community, and we're always looking for opportunities to partner with all of the nonprofits in our community.
Follow up, Mr. Chair.
Sure.
Thank you. Just want to thank you for all that you do for our community. It goes way beyond the Jewish community, and about how many individuals do you serve a year?
Yeah, approximately between 12 and 13,000 lives are touched through our services each year. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Next up, my friend and colleague and the city commissioner of Boynton Beach, Christine Romulus. Come on down.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Representative Casella, I love how we've worked for so long and you still call me Christine. It's Christina. Just to remind you.
I can't change.
Hey, old habits die hard. Good morning, everyone. My name is Christina Romulus. I want to first and foremost thank our delegation for, and Senator Harrell said it best, the bipartisan support. I've seen that firsthand as you guys work up there in Tallahassee, how party affiliations go to the side and you just work hard for our residents here in Palm Beach County, and that is very much appreciated. I'm here on behalf of Digital Vibes, who Representative Caruso and former Senator Powell sponsored their appropriation last session, and we made it all the way to the governor's desk, but unfortunately it got vetoed. So we're asking for your support again, Representative Caruso, and we hope our newly minted Senator Mac Bernard will be willing to carry the torch that our former Senator Powell carried to bring forward this appropriation request again. I also have a new ask, and we are looking for a sponsor on this. This would be to represent the organization Extraordinary Kids Foundation. This is an organization that is based in Lake Worth Beach, and they work with our special needs community and our medically needy children here in Palm Beach County and their families. They do tremendous work, and they are seeking funding to the tune of $750,000 to expand their building to provide more services for these families who are in great need, and to be able to get the medical equipment and services that they need to help them be able to provide the best care that they can for their children and their families. So just again, thank you for your work. Thank you for what you do. Senator Harrell, I remember as the chair of the Health Approps Committee, you made sure that Digital Vibe stayed in the budget last year, and we tremendously, seriously thank you and tremendously thank you for your diligence in making sure that Palm Beach County all across the board is represented in Tallahassee. So thank you all, and I'm open to any questions.
Any questions? Thank you, Christina.
Thank you, Representative.
There's any more comments in the audience? If not, our next meeting will be December 18th. Ask for more.
Move to adjourn. Move to adjourn.
I can read that. I should first like to say thank you for coming. Thank the L Center for the wonderful work you do for these young people. It's godsend. Ask to move to adjourn.
So move.
Second?
Second.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we adjourned? You gonna hit that gavel? Hit that gavel.